Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the project documents. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you want to learn about it. So let's start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start, friend. Project documentation is the process of recording the key project details and producing the documents that are required to implement it successfully. Simply put, it's an umbrella that which includes all the documents created over the course of the project. Project documents come in many forms, from project proposals and business cases to project plans and project status report. Examples of project documents are: it's a very difficult to strictly define what should be documented over the course of a project, as it's strongly dependent on the kind of a project you are managing. A major project at a big enterprise usually requires a lot more paperwork than a small scale initiative at an early stage startup. But some basic documents are needed in most cases, which are project proposal. A project proposal is written to initiate a project. It's the first step in the project management process. The goal of this document is to convince the decision makers and stakeholders the idea behind the project is worth pursuing. A project proposal needs to outline the project's core values proposition, which is often done in the form of a business case. Project Charter. Project Charter is another key project documentation example. This document lays the foundation for the project by covering the high level project planning. It needs to outline how the business goals of the project will be achieved by explaining the key requirements, budget, task, roles, and responsibilities of the project. It is the first document you write after your project proposal is formally approved. Project Plan. After the high level planning is complete, the project manager creates a more detailed project plan. It serves as a roadmap for the project, defining the key project milestones and placing them on a timeline. This document evolves together with the project, capturing all changes and decisions and facilitating communication among project stakeholders. Now, the other documents are project status report. Friend, depending on the scope of your project and the size of your team, keeping everyone up to date may become difficult. Project status reports are written to keep all project stakeholders, both internal and external, on the same page. These documents usually contain an overview of the progress you have made so far and the next steps you are planning to take. Project Retrospective. Every project is a learning opportunity. What went well? What could be improved next time? After you conclude the project, sit together with your team and do a project retrospective. Document your lesson learned in a separate document and use it as a reference for your next project. Other project document examples. Friend, this was no means an exhaustive list. Some large scale projects require hundreds of separate documents and forms, while small projects tend to simply simplify and combine them. Depending on the type of a project you are planning to undertake, you may want to additionally create some of the documents like project scope statement, business requirement document, risk management plan, cost management plan, communication plan, financial plan, and QA plan. Now, what is exactly the value of project documentation? Friend, this is a very interesting point here, that actually what is the value or importance of project documents. Fred, the first and perhaps the most important reason why you should document your project is very simple. Friend, writing things down forces you to think through your ideas and to verify if it actually makes sense. It is also makes your project much easier to manage by helping your team to clarify the project expectations and objectives, break down the work into manageable blocks, plan and assign resources, ensure that all stakeholders are informed about the progress. But it can also create long term benefits for your organization even after the project is concluded. Faster new employee onboarding. Good project documentation gives new team members access to all the knowledge that has been collected over the course of your projects, both past and ongoing. New team members are able to immediately understand decisions made in the past and to find relevant information without having to ask others on the team over the course of many weeks. Better cross team alignment. Thorough documentation brings clarity and transparency to what everyone is working on. As a result, decisions and discussions don't get scattered over chat and email. Less time is spent in meetings and work is less likely to get duplicated. More effective knowledge management. The insights and lessons learned from one project can be transferred to new projects. Capturing and sharing this knowledge can help you develop new best practices, prevent repeated mistakes, and continuously improve your team's overall performance. But in order to deliver on these goals, your internal documentation needs to be well written, accurate, and up to date. So we will cover more about it. So how to document a project. Part of what makes project documentation seem as so frustrating and even useless is that the finished documents are often not read by anyone. It's true. Documentation is created only because it's what you have are expected to do and then immediately forgotten and discarded. There are a few ways to ensure that the time you invest in documenting your project is not wasted. Organize all project documentation in one place. Project related communication tends to scatter across meetings, chat, email, and shared drives, leaving your team without a single source of truth. Instead, brings all project related documents together in one place and don't waste time hunting through outdated Confluence pages or state emails. Make it easy to access and search. The easier you make it for people to find the information they need, the more likely they will be to read the documentation. Make sure your documentation tool is equipped with a reliable and fast search features. Keep it lightweight. While it's important to keep your project documentation thorough, it also needs to be concise. No one will bother reading pages and pages of text. Write down what you need and only what you need. With a clear purpose and audience in mind, follow the rules of agile documentation. Collaboratively maintain it. Don't rush to laminate your project documents. As your project evolves and progresses, many key details may change and your documentation needs to keep up. Create living documentation and give stakeholders across access to share feedback, ask questions, and update as needed as required. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues And thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you, friends.